everybody. Hope you are doing fantabulous. So today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious risotto. You have to say it like this, risotto. But instead of using rice, I'm going to use farro. Farro. Let me get cracking because I have a tendency of talking a lot. Okay, so we're going to do farro. We have some peas because we all have to give peas a chance. Okay, and then I have some fresh lemon, I have some shallot, and I have a little bit of red onion, just a little bit to add with the shallot. I have some fresh garlic, some seasonings, and I'm going to top it off with this hunk of gorgeousness. Yay, purple cauliflower. Have you seen this? Oh my God, it's like art. Art on a plant. It is so gorgeous. We are going to grate a little bit of Asiago over the top. This is not a very cheesy dish. It's just a little bit. If you are vegan, you can totally have this dish with the exception of the cheese and you can just leave it out. I've already got my vegetable stock cooking because I got my little setup here and I needed to get a jump start. You want to use warm vegetable stock or chicken stock if you're using chicken stock on a not meatless Monday. So put it on your burner and bring it up to boil and then just keep it simmering. I'm just gonna lower the heat and keep it simmering for right now, okay? In the other pan, I'm gonna get everything else going. So let me first start by chopping up the shallot. Now with the shallot is just a milder onion. And I like using the shallots because they impart a mild taste with the peas, which are sweeter. So I'm going to just mince, fine dice the shallot. Watch your fingertips as you're doing this. Now I'm also going to take about a ½ piece of red onion. It is sweet also, and I'm going to combine that with my one shallot. I like the combination of the two together. It's just a nice balanced flavor. Get my red onion together here. I had a good day today. My daughter is starting a new school, and so I got to spend some time with her at her new school, meeting with her counselor. And let me tell you, what kids learn in school nowadays is way more advanced than what we had growing up. I'm going to get the saute pan cooking right now. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to saute our shallot and our garlic and the onions. And you can just do that all together. I'm just throw it all in. My vegetable stock is simmering right now. Okay, so I'm going to saute my onions and garlic and shallot over medium heat. I'm going to let that just kind of sweat out a little bit, add a little bit of kosher salt. And then I'm going to take half of the peas and they're going to go into the food processor. I'll show you what that looks like. The reason I'm doing a puree is because it gives the dish such a gorgeous color. Just like so. I'm going to reduce this mixture that we have with a little bit of wine. So I have a cup. I should be drinking this actually, but a cup of the wine is going to go in. I'm going to deglaze the pan basically. And then the whole idea is every time we add a little bit of liquid, we're going to do it at about ½ a cup at a time. So that way we're going to get a gorgeous risotto that's going to absorb all the water and it's going to be great. So I'm putting all of my farro in and this is what it looks like. All right, so we have our farro in, we have our garlic. And I've got the volume turned up high here. There isn't really volume, but it's going to start crackling here in just a second. And once it absorbs the wine, then I will start doing ½ a cup of it at a time of the vegetable stock. And this will cook in about 10 minutes because this is quick cook farro. So it won't take a really long time. And then I'm going to add the pea puree in right at the end because I want to keep it pretty fresh and green. I don't want to lose that gorgeous color. So, and the trick with risotto, if you've ever made it, is to keep moving the grains around. When you move it around, now farro isn't as starchy as arborio rice or canaroli rice, which is what's usually used in Okay guys, so now that we have absorbed all the wine, the vino, and you can use just a nice dry white wine is the key there. Something that is drinkable. You want to be able to drink whatever you're cooking with. Used to be that people would use the cheap wine to cook with. Well, that taste will still be imbued into your food. Look at that. Another couple ladleful. Okay, that is coming along very nicely. We have a few more scoops of vegetable stock and then we will be done. Now, just to clarify, because I may have overlooked telling you this, and let me just point you up for a second while I talk to you. I may have forgotten to tell you this, but this bag is about a cup and a half. And for a cup and a half, I'm going to use roughly 4.5 cups of vegetable stock and then another cup of the wine. I want it to be creamy. This is not like a dry rice dish. This is very creamy. Okay, that is cooking along beautifully. The last thing that I'm going to do is I am going to pan roast the cauliflower. The cauliflower is like the little crown jewel of purple on top of this bed of greenness. And it's just so pretty. I don't know. It's not maybe completely necessary because the risotto on its own is pretty good, but I think it's pretty cool. Okay, this is almost done. I'm going to go rinse this in just a second. We're going to pan roast our cauliflower, and that is going to be the crown jewel of our dish. I'm going to chop it into tranches, what I call tranches. It's like a little steak almost, just like that. A little bit on both sides, okay? I'm going to keep the rest for something else, so I'm going to trim the bottom a little bit. I don't like to cut off too much, though. All of that is edible. Even the stem is edible. The stem has a lot of nutrients in it, too. Like that. It's getting real creamy now. Can you see that? It's starting to really take shape. Do you see that? That's the cauliflower. Pretty. Purple cauliflower. This is where we're going to add about half of our lemon. And the other half I'm going to zest, because I told you guys, try and use that skin as much as you can. The zest has a lot of flavor, a lot of good oils in it. I'm just going to take the puree right into the mix. Like so. And I'm going to take my spatula and mix it together. I think this is about all the peas that my family will let me put in. Luca's here. Shh, don't talk about vegetables. They won't eat them. That is going to get scooped up into our bowl. Just like that. Looks pretty, huh? I'm going to take a drizzle of olive oil, just a little bit, on the top, and a little Parmesan. Are you guys okay with the cheese? I'm doing a little pecorino cheese. So there's our pea farotto, my little cauliflower steak. This is so pretty. And then here is the finishing touch. A little grated pecorino. What you think, guys? Isn't it pretty? This is the parting shot. I love you guys. Okay, guys, love you. See you. Bye.